I did rock up to a family gathering with 2 slabs of cruisers once.
And I've got to say, that was one of the worst funerals that I've ever been a part of.
You need bad decisions to make a party a good party, to make it a memorable party.
Mate, they were calling me small hands. And you know how I get about being called small hands, dude?
Fellas, you gotta wear linen. Like,
What are you talking about? Oh, dude. Oh,
It's good, man.
cheers, man.
Episode 1.
Episode
Season
1.
2.
Everyone can finally see my contraption.
Yes, there you go. Here's something that I didn't realise was going on. The beard mic.
It just, you get a better sound. You get a better sound if
The
it's close to the
acoustics.
bed. The acoustics.
Big beard hair acoustics.
Yeah, whereas, on the shirt, usually when I'm laughing, I'll throw my head back and it'll come off my shirt. And whereas it's on the beard, I can, it's just a clear cut.
And we laugh a lot, don't we, Dos? Have a lot of fun on the road guide.
That's
Welcome
it.
back. Thanks for sticking with us. We've been gone for a minute, and we're back,
Yeah.
hopefully, this season, also visually. So you might be an audio listener right now, not sure what's going on, what we're talking about. Probably for context, it's probably worthwhile saying that we are filming this for the first time ever. We're both in Melbourne, as you can see by this lovely backdrop here, or perhaps even hear the backdrop. Audio only listeners.
Now we get to experience it. Wait for the sirens.
Yeah, there's no second-class citizens here, but we're going to give this a crack. Check it out on Daniel Pross's YouTube account.
Oh,
other-
I see why we're doing this.
But also we're going to set up a channel potentially, well, we will set it up regardless if we use it or not, for the Road Guide on YouTube, so people that prefer using YouTube, which is myself included,
Yeah.
can go and listen and watch us right there.
Wouldn't be a road guide if we didn't roll into the start of a season launch hungover and battling away, and hence the vodka Red Bulls to try and re-energize. Going down too well. Nah, there's no such thing. Because I guess I'll roll into my weekly update. Sister's wedding yesterday, which was it was a big night.
It was
for
a
sure.
huge day, big night. I was on camera duties, shooting something that hopefully looks a bit better than what you're seeing right here, potentially.
Potentially.
But it was an awesome wedding.
Yeah.
Most beautiful venue. It's where I'm getting married, that's for sure. Hopefully.
Ambitious, thinking
Well,
you're
that's
going to
what
get
I'm
married.
hoping to inherit, actually. So that's a different story.
Yeah, bloody
The
Pross
road
rocks
guide
up.
to usurping someone's
Yeah,
inheritance. in the will.
uncle. I've been working on my uncle for years. And Pross rocks up one weekend and now he's reckoned he's half a chance.
Yeah, we had a good chat, Mick and I, talking dorpers, all kinds of sheep yarns. I've got another thing to talk about sheep, being from the outback.
You love your sheep.
Love my sheep, I do.
Yeah. Yeah, so, that was obviously yesterday. And, I guess I'm going to do a summer highlight. And, it's pretty busy. I honestly feel like I haven't stopped. Since the last episode that we had, it's just been something on, just rolled on. I've been to Adelaide, I've been to Queensland, Sydney.
Great states.
I've literally just hit everywhere up. Book flights to Europe in a month. Just like, I just can't stop. I don't even plan anymore. The plans just appear. It's not even my doing.
Wow.
And I'm already booked out. I'm already booked out for March and they didn't even do anything.
Yeah, no, it's been a bit different for me. Summer in the outback, stay indoors. You're either at the river for like a few minutes, otherwise you get sunburned, or you're indoors. So it's been pretty quiet. Also, decided I'd break up that monotony, get a part of some of your plans, your excitement. Came to Melbourne in January
Mel Vegas.
and and got COVID
Yeah.
instantly. The second day I was there.
Yeah.
I spent my whole holiday COVIDed.
Isolating.
Yeah, right here actually.
Yeah.
Spent a lot of time on this balcony,
Yeah. Yeah.
suffering.
Yeah, I actually kind of decided if you didn't get COVID, well, firstly, I just want to say I didn't get it, but I isolated with him and I must have been asymptomatic or something because, there's no way. We're pretty intimate in Isolo. So, but yeah, if you didn't get COVID in January in your 20s in Australia, you're boring.
Yeah. That's rough, That's tough because it's factually well researched, that point. That person, you're boring if you didn't get COVID in January.
Yeah, that was part of Omicron. One of the symptoms of getting it means you're cool.
Omicron. I've never heard the same pronunciation twice. It's either Omicron, anyway. COVID chat.
I couldn't remember. I was going to call it Omega.
Omega.
And I was like, no, that's not it. That's not it. Don't start off by getting bullied by everyone. Getting
Yeah.
the word wrong.
But that was really fun. But aside from that, highlight of my summer though. You're looking at Longreach Regional Council's Senior Sports Person of the Year. Not senior like 60-year-old senior.
Yeah.
Senior more like above, not children's age. And that was a big honour. Surprisingly big honour. You know, a whole big city like Longreach, an outback metropolis, the capital of the outback.
Okay.
As it's advertised. And I'm the biggest stud athlete out there. So, I mean, you can probably see me for the first time if you're watching on YouTube.
Oh, wow, this guy is athletic.
Yeah, you're probably thinking, oh, look at him all gangly and stretched out.
Is that Arnold?
And bloody, if you're watching, bloody, look at this camera angle on Doss. He insisted that the camera be right there and he's going full tense the entire time.
Got the coppers out.
But, yeah, that was huge. Really cool.
Yeah. No, that's good. That's pretty good effort.
Yeah.
That's
Thanks,
not bad.
man.
Yeah, get COVID and then
Bounce back.
bounce back hard.
And now there's expectation on me in town to like show up and volunteer again. And
Yeah, that's it. You're a popular man.
Yeah.
And one thing I noticed over summer was a lot of my friends had to resort to listening to other podcasts. And I was like, and then they'd let me know.
Waste of time when there's reruns of season 1.
There's 15 episodes you can go back through.
Yeah. It's almost 15 hours of content you could just continuously cycle through. Like Friends. People go back and watch Friends.
Yeah.
Why aren't you going back and just
We're the friends of podcasts.
I mean, hopefully success-wise, but
Yeah.
Friends can be a bit cringe.
Yeah.
Controversial opinion, maybe.
It's interesting, friends. Oh, no, I don't want to get into it. Anyway, I was getting into something else.
Conversation for later.
Yeah. We're promoting Friends. We don't promote Friends.
Yeah.
Well, we do, but
No,
not
it's
the
one
show.
of our policies. We don't promote Friends.
Anyway, so the podcast that they're listening to, I was like, all right, I'll try. I'll try listening to a couple of podcasts. You know, suss out the competition, see what's going on. And I realized they just waffle. They don't really talk. They just don't get anything done in the conversation. And then to be fair, they're all really attractive. And I think that's why we've looked at getting our video platform out there so that you can all see that we are attractive, which means we have potential to be successful.
Exactly.
In this market.
Exactly.
So, yeah, that was my summer realization.
Wow.
That we have potential.
Some might say it's a pretty disgusting realization. Realize that life's pretty good if you're looking good. It's a good saying, actually.
Yeah.
But things are getting better, especially because it's 2022. We've got to do a road guide to 2022, but too many topics. Where do you begin? Why not just get into one of the main aspects of 2022 that I know that you're definitely looking forward to?
Yeah.
Me, I'm a bit more of a hermit. Don't really have any travel plans, but travel.
Travel. The road guide to travel.
Yeah, a huge topic, actually. One that's very close to our hearts.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Literally.
We've been holding on to this one for a bit.
Yeah. We've been we can't do a pod on travel until we can travel.
Yeah.
Because it's just going to give us, PTSD.
Yeah.
Yeah. Probably not PTSD.
No, but...
What is it?
I mean, it could. Let's not rule it out.
It's definitely a symptom of the road guide.
Yeah.
Is our audience members do get a bit of PTSD. Yeah, but now we can travel. We got away from that. We can travel and, bloody hell.
But other podcasters, they waffle. They don't get to the point like we do, right?
Yeah, we just get bored of our own conversation. Yeah, so we're going to be traveling this year.
Yeah.
That's the key point. And like I said before, I've already booked flights to Europe, and they're cheap. Flights are cheap, people. There's
Not
no
like what
excuse.
they said they'd be. Not like what the media said.
Oh, the media. Ugh.
Media.
Media.
Oh, there's some crazy stuff, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. Not all media.
No,
One
there's one
broadcaster
broadcaster
doesn't.
that we love.
One approved broadcaster.
Yeah, the road guide is one approved.
No, but the tourist boffins, they're all saying it's going to be over 10 grand. Travel will be for the elite of the elite, even on, budget airlines international, because there'll be no planes, no operators. Those seats are going to be worth 10, 15 grand, whatever.
Yeah.
Not what happened.
Not quite what happened.
The opposite
Oh,
almost.
It's cheaper.
Yeah, cheaper,
than
definitely.
it used to be.
Yeah.
So, no reason not to book. What am I doing travel-wise? So this year I'm gone back to Europe because COVID ruined that for me last time when I was over there.
Aw.
Yeah, we're not.
Yeah, that sounded almost, that was a bit sour, a bit bitter, that.
Yeah,
You
bloody
said it.
oath. I copped European winter, and then COVID hit just as we were coming out of
know.
it. It's like, God damn. I was only there for that 6 months, and it just, robbed. Absolutely robbed. But now I'm coming back. I'm coming back for a vengeance.
Yeah. And
And-
you're bringing your little brother with you,
Bring my little bro.
who hasn't travelled before. So this
No.
one was very much dedicated to a listener close to our heart, a friend of the show,
Yeah.
return visitor. He could have probably been on this podcast, but
Yeah.
would have been very sad, I think. Poor form of us to have Darcy on almost every episode.
Yeah. Well, he's also can't handle a hangover. Can't communicate.
He's asleep, yeah.
Yeah.
No, he's not doing well, is he?
No. Whereas we're still comprehensible hangovers because we follow the road guide to hangovers.
Yeah. We need to. I don't remember what episode that was, so I can specifically say episode 4.
Yeah,
or
there's
something
just
like
so many road guide episodes.
that. I know. 15.
15. That's this could be nearly 15 hours of listening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, go back and listen back. But yeah, traveling is something that it's the best thing. It's the point. It's the reason to live, really, in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
Getting out there and seeing the world changes your life.
Yeah.
You know, which is really important. You keep getting challenged. You see new stuff. Been traveling for a long time. My first international travel was a cruise. Cruise is a bit like Antique. They don't really count, do they?
Yeah.
So I won't necessarily say the cruise, but that one I did that when I was like 10, I think.
Yeah.
But when I was 12, I went over with 4 other people, high school students, and went to Nepal for the first time ever.
Yeah.
Nepal, which funnily enough we were talking about, someone asked, favourite country you've been to? It was Ryan that asked.
Yeah. We
Shout
love
out Ryan.
Yeah.
He loves the show as well.
Yeah, he's
actually.
a big fan.
Yeah.
Big fan.
Yeah. And
He's
he's gone
such a big
places.
fan, he only just heard about it.
Oh yeah,
But
that's right.
he forgot about it because he loved it that much. He wanted to listen to them all again fresh. I was like, that's
Go
good,
through
man.
some like
That's
traumatic
a-
therapy,
Yeah.
like bloody shock therapy or something to like get out of the system.
That's a loyal fan.
Yeah, he's a loyal fan. Yeah, he's obsessed. Stop calling our phones and sending us messages because it's
come on.
creepy. But yeah, and he asked what country was the favorite country I've been to, and I think I'll say Nepal, which is a big call. I really, really was obsessed with Japan after I went there.
Yeah.
Korea, I love. I really want to go back. Speak Korean, badly, but pretty well. Decently well. I think I get by. But Nepal, beautiful country.
What
And,
about South America?
yeah, Bolivia, Peru. You're right, actually.
Hmm.
Shit. Pretty much everywhere. Yeah, I really love it all. That's the point. You don't know. Every new country, every new step could
Yeah.
be the best thing you've experienced.
That's
So
it.
get out there and travel.
I was segueing to step one, and my brain couldn't get the segue together.
That's risky.
Oh.
You don't segue hungover, I reckon.
Yeah, I've actually noticed that with
That's
some of the
asking for
episodes where
trouble.
we've been hungover.
Yeah.
The segues are just so struggle.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, I'll skip the segue, and I think we'll just go straight into step one.
Yeah.
And I think you had step one.
Yeah, I do. It's my turn. Kicking things off. First step of the season 2. Bit of an honour, bit of a privilege, and it's going to be a good
Yeah.
one. Book something. Go out there and do it. Get it locked
Serious.
on the grid, set in stone, book ahead, book soon, book later, whatever you're going to do. Get it booked. Don't be someone that just is all talk, because there's been plenty of talk, hasn't there, over the COVID time.
Oh, mate, like, obviously I was in Europe when COVID hit, so I had to come back. And as I come back, all my friends are like, oh, man, if it wasn't for COVID, I was going to come visit you over there. And I was like, I was there for 6 months, saw one mate. Like, you're all full of it. And then now, everyone's been all chirping about it. Like, 2020 is going to be my travel year. 2021 is going to be my travel year. Now you can. Now there's no more excuses.
It's all quiet.
Yeah, now it's all quiet. Yeah, no one's booking
Yeah.
flights.
Yeah.
I booked flights. Everyone's like, what? Oh, my God, you're traveling? Get over it. Like, we're sweet now. The world's in a good enough place
Yeah.
that you can travel.
Yeah.
Yeah. Take the risk and just get abroad.
Yeah, and get abroad. You love getting broads.
Well, I don't know what to say now. Not mad about that one.
Yeah, totally agree. I'm a bit of a hypocrite because a lot of my travel has been domestic. I don't know if that's cheating, but travel's travel, I think.
For long range, domestic is basically international.
It costs the same. It does cost the
That's
same. It's
true.
a factor. And the rest of Australia feels like a different country, quite frankly. Oh, you guys have like TVs and stuff out there? So it's really cool. Yeah, it's not trying to burn you. So yeah, go out and book, back yourself.
Yeah.
Take your shot.
Yeah. And step 2, don't book too much. So
So step 2.
don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
How's that one?
No, you need to book
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
You need to book something.
Yeah.
But don't try book hotels throughout. Don't try book trips, tours and stuff before you get there. Don't overthink your trip.
Yeah.
It's pretty simple. Like, give yourself as much flexibility as you can.
Yeah.
Because my best experiences overseas, because I met people and they told me stuff they've done, stuff that's going on.
Yeah.
That you didn't know what was happening.
You could pull up at a hostel and they say, we're all doing this tomorrow. And it's
Yeah.
like, oh, these guys are fun. You guys are cool.
Yeah. Done.
Boom. You're gone. You're
That's
with
it. We went in Ecuador, we went to Montenegro, which we don't talk about, but that experience was amazing.
Yeah.
And we never heard about it. Never heard about it.
Nah.
Until I was over there and I just...
And it punched that place. It absolutely
it was
punched.
worth it. Well worth it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was just random people we kept meeting. That was like Montenegro, best place I've ever been.
Yeah.
And, sure enough, went there and wowee.
Yeah. No, definitely. And there was all kinds of tours and trips that we ended up going on relatively last minute.
Yeah.
And it's right, because it's frantic enough being overseas, getting from point A to point B, keeping all your documentation, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
That can be enough. Don't have the additional time pressure of like being locked into something.
Yeah.
You'll
Yeah.
work it out. That's always the
Exactly.
tourist company that wants your money.
Yeah, that's all it is.
They'll
It's
fit you
them
in.
pressing, yeah.
Yeah.
And the other thing is, something bad's gonna happen. You just gotta embrace yourself for something bad to happen. And when it does, don't stress because you allowed for one bad thing.
Yeah. This is a pretty good step 3,
Yeah.
I reckon. Expect the worst. Expect the worst. Because they'll get pretty shocking. You'll run out of money. Potentially.
Yeah. Oh.
If you have money, your card might go into the machine.
Yeah.
And it won't come back.
Yeah.
And then security guards armed with guns will tell you to move along.
It could be your first day in a new country and you blow that country's budget and you're meant to be there for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but you adapt and
Yeah.
you overcome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You definitely do. You definitely do. And you've got to, it's the character building, actually, being out there, probably alone, even if you've got your mate with you. No mummy and daddy.
Yeah.
But shout out to mummy and daddy for coming to our rescue
Yeah.
sometimes.
I love you guys.
Yeah, very good. But yeah, that's all the good stuff. Things will go wrong, definitely. So so brace for it.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. And when things go right, which I'll take a step for, is you can find love, find a bit of travel love, travel romance.
Get abroad, abroad,
Get
broad to broad.
Get abroad. Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot.
I feel like that's like an app or like a dating service, broad to broad or something like that.
Oh, that's not bad.
Okay, we'll cut this out because this is like
Someone's gonna steal this.
this is intellectual property now.
Yeah. Well, in my experience, I've had great times overseas. I've met women that I've fallen for pretty hard.
Not just overnight flings either.
No. No.
I'll let you finish, but it's not the same for me. I'm pretty reserved, reserved, kind, compassionate, not super slutty.
You just know
young
he's
man.
going to say something bad, but he builds himself up like this. He's about to destroy his rat, so he's
Overseas,
got to...
you and I have a lot in common. Well,
Yeah.
I have a lot in common with your Australian persona.
Yeah,
Let's just say that.
true.
Bit of a degenerate, bit of
Yeah.
a no-hoper, loser, deadbeat.
Far out. That was rough.
Bounce back. You gotta bounce back.
Well, when I'm overseas, I'm a good Christian boy.
You tend to draw your romances out.
Yeah, I
with
tend
some
to.
with some really special people.
Yeah, Honda especially.
Honda. Which is funny because one of my romances, my only actual overseas romance, was with Suzuki. Literally, in Japan.
We're out there dating cars
Haruka
overseas.
Suzuki, yeah. Ooh, kind of. It's what you do overseas. It's very European. To date cars.
That's it.
That's funny, but
Yeah.
but not really Honda. Shout out Honda though. Shout out Suzuki, potential sponsors.
That's it. Oh, we could get them on.
Yeah.
Get them on. But yeah, I'm very pro travel romance.
Yeah.
My most serious relationship was from a travel romance. That's shout out to Hannah. Take me back.
Hey Hannah. Big fan of
Haven't
the
listened.
show.
I'm a big fan of the show.
Yeah. Admittedly, all the girls that you're talking to at the moment on Hinge and stuff like that, they'll see that and they'll be like, "Oh, there he is, but he's still talking about his ex." Turn off, switch off. So you might
Switch
not
up,
promote this one
yeah.
too much.
Oof. That's true.
To the girl that's watching this,
the girl that's
Dos, if you've got Dos in your heart, he talks about you all the time. Let's move on.
Let's move on.
Damage control.
Yeah, he
secure.
really likes your blonde, brunette, red hair.
And he loves how long and short your legs are, and it's all good stuff. So he's a big fan of it. Big fan. But yeah, there's been just some amazing. You've really fallen for girls overseas.
Yeah, which is it's good. I feel like it's because you have similar interests. If you're overseas, you're already the funnest person in your local community. If you're
In your
someone,
local community, the local community of Melbourne, I am the funnest person.
I will make claim for
And
that.
I cannot find anyone fun like me in Melbourne because I'm already in that role.
The only place I'll find him is in a $10 hostel.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, but you can find love.
you can, and it could just be that country's love. It could be
Yes.
that town's love.
Yeah,
or-
your Bolivian girlfriend or
Yeah.
your Peruvian boyfriend or something like that,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah, and I kind of like that. Yeah, that kind of flexibility, especially when you're overseas and you're so disconnected from everything.
Yeah.
It's good to have a bit of a grounded experience, the
Yeah.
girlfriend experience.
Yeah.
Some would say, and yeah,
Some might say that.
some might say
They
that.
definitely would say that. But step 4 in the bag. Step 5, it's to come back home.
Oh,
You'll travel back home, so it's still travel.
yeah,
And to start most sentences with, oh yes, why when I was in Peru, blah, 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 blah. Or, it reminds me of that time in Japan
yeah,
when this thing, somewhat relevant to the conversation I'm having with you here in Australia,
yeah.
happened. You just bring it up. It becomes a personality trait. People love it. It's like
Yeah.
really fun for them to hear you constantly talk about these great experiences
Yeah.
you've had that they can't verify.
That's it. My mate
true
at work
false.
did the best segue to it. One of the guys came in, we're just talking about Japanese food, and
Oh, you're going
they
about
looked
sushi,
at
don't
him.
they? Or ramen.
Well, then we looked at him and we're like, oh, what's your favorite sushi joint? And he's like, oh yeah, it's probably it was in this alleyway in Tokyo, and it was down this corner. I was like,
I
yes.
get it. I get it.
Come on, man. We're talking about bloody
Yeah.
Melbourne here.
Yeah.
around the
No,
corner.
but they say, I've been to Japan. So when I was in Japan, here we go, here's a perfect example. They go to Japan and they come back to Australia and they're like, oh no, I wouldn't eat the Australian sushi.
Oh, that,
Oh.
yeah.
That's it's not traditional.
Yeah.
It's an insult to the culture.
Yes.
And it's like, well, walk it back, you know. You're still a
Wait, are we
loser.
pro this step? We're turning on them.
No. It's yeah, you're right. Those wankers are kind of our people, aren't they?
Yeah.
That's who we actually
We
are.
are wankers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, do that. Do that where you shit on everything that happens in Australia. Shit on your home country as much as possible, basically. Because overseas is better.
Yeah, that's
You know?
it. It's
No,
all
but I still
culture.
call Australia home.
Yeah.
It's the best home country in the world.
Yeah. No, for sure. Yeah, it's definitely the best home base.
Yeah.
We got
Best
the
place to
beaches.
leave to travel somewhere else.
Australian beaches have ruined beaches for me.
There's no incentive for me at all. I went to Hawaii. I had to walk out 2 kilometers across rocks and coral. Admittedly, I don't want to go too hard in Hawaii because I only went to the tourist island, like Waikiki or something.
Yeah.
So someone might say you're on the wrong island, and you're probably right. So I'm going to walk that one back real quick because our Hawaiian listeners are active.
They're very active.
They're very active.
Yeah.
Shout out to them. Shout out to them. There you go.
Yeah. So that's pretty much it. And actually, on step 5, I've got a little good way to keep yourself in check. There's our first.
Speaking of Suzukis, the
She's
telltale
back.
sign
She's
of
back.
a strong Suzuki engine. In
You've heard that sound before. To keep yourself in check is travel to a new country for every year you are old. So
Huge
obviously,
call.
big call,
Expensive
hard
call.
task, expensive call. But what else is money for?
That's the dilemma, I think, and that's a big question.
Yeah. Let's not touch it.
You're right. It would be
here a
unwise of
while.
us to talk about travel
Yeah.
on a travel episode.
I'll still touch the point.
We buy houses.
Well, you buy houses, I
We
travel.
invest.
Yeah, so you want to hit. I'm 27, and
Yeah.
because of COVID, I've missed my chance to catch up. So I'm currently at 19 because COVID's been 8 years.
Okay.
But mentally, I'm about a 19-year-old.
Yeah.
So that kind of checks out.
Yeah, as long as you can work justify it like that, then yeah,
Exactly.
absolutely.
Yeah.
And I think we've sort of broken it down. I've sort of looked into it a little bit. 16 or so, I'd say. I haven't been to Europe though.
Yeah.
They come out to, if you got rookie
Open
numbers,
up.
potentially like mine, well, that might be pretty strong numbers, pretty good showing, I reckon. It's not quite one for every of my 28 years, which hurts to say.
Oof.
But yeah, once I hit Europe, mate, working through
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. Well, I'm going next month, and 5 countries will be
Yeah.
added to the list. So bang, hit 24, and then by the end of the year, I'll be at 30. So laughing.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow. So
Yeah.
what happens if you go over 27?
You're
30.
putting him in the bank,
If you're banking them.
so you can have a couple of cruiser years.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
They're good. COVID years, some might say. Because you never know when COVID could hit. Then you'll lose your average.
That's it.
Good point. That's the road guide to travel. But from
Yeah.
2 people that have done some traveling, I'd say. We're not
Yeah.
quite like influencer travelers. We don't get to go out that often. We work. We have lives. But when mum and dad can afford to send us overseas, we
We take
We
it.
do take it.
We
We
take
take
it.
it.
We wear that burden.
yeah, we do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, well, I'm thinking we're going to go into here's one for you.
Yeah.
But I just want to say why we don't have a mystery guest, a big call guest today.
True.
And it's because of COVID.
Then the whole episode talking about COVID's gone, get overseas, but it's so hard to get a hold of people in COVID, you know?
It's really tough.
They didn't, nothing really came forward as a method of communication. So no one's here,
Yeah.
basically.
No,
Unless there's someone across the way that wants to pitch in.
join in. Actually, I do have one for you. I have a story. This is a dilemma that I experienced over summer. So I actually, and it started from COVID. Because this is all revolutionary news. I was just out one night, Friday night, and I got a message from Tom Owen, big fan of the show.
We're going to see him later today, hopefully.
Yeah, yes.
If he answers Darcy's text message.
He's not going to, but
Okay.
yeah, he messaged me and he's like, mate, do you want to go on a wine tour tomorrow? In like 10 hours to time, effectively. And I was like, yeah, all right, hell yeah. And then I get there and he's like, all right, so the story is,
Oh, no.
it was a bride and groom, like a bucks and a hens combined.
Oh, a
which is-
hucks. It's a hucks night, hens and bucks.
It's already
Terrible idea.
Terrible idea.
Shocking idea.
Terrible.
Terrible idea. It's a
I
red
was-
flag.
Yeah,
That's
it was a
deal
red flag
breaker.
early, but I was like, free wine tour.
Yeah.
I'm already in, regardless. I
Yeah.
don't care what it is.
Yeah.
And so the bride got COVID, and then the groom had to isolate as well. And then the parents and the families and stuff, they were like, well, we're not going to go if
Yeah, I'm not going to hang out with your
partners, your
in-law.
kids' friends.
No way.
Yeah.
Ugh.
So they didn't go, and then a lot of the bridal parties like, well, we're not going to go just in case we might have it or someone already isolating. So they're like, nah. And then it was just kind of the dregs of the friends that were like the extras, and so they couldn't get a refund because it was just so late notice. So they said to the friends, like, look, you can just all bring a +1, and actually, second red flag, the others, only one other person brought a +1. So I don't think they had a friend to start with. So I came along and I was like, this is great. And then on the tour, we're having it. If you go on a wine tour and you just drink white wine or rosé, you're a child.
Yeah, just rosé.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Just
That's
rosé.
weak.
Oh, like,
I'm not even a wine drinker, and we spent the last couple of days at winery.
yeah. You
Try
tough it. Yeah.
And you ask them, what should I drink?
Yeah.
What do you reckon? Because these
Yeah.
people brewing their own stuff. Yeah, there's 2 recommendations: the Shiraz, banger, the Tradition. We've
Yeah,
still got the
it's
Tradition.
smooth. Yeah.
It's a mixture of Shiraz, Merlot, and Cabernet. Really
Yeah.
good.
And the things you learn from it as well.
Shoot your shot. Don't
Yeah.
just have rosé the whole way.
And
That's
I'm-
crazy.
I'm a massive blokey man. I like, beer, whiskey, all the rest of it. Rum.
Yeah, Red Bull
bit of
vodka.
Bundy.
Bunny rum. Man,
To be fair, I just like any alcohol.
Yeah,
to be honest.
that's
There's nothing on my no list.
Yeah. Especially if it's like there and gourmet.
Yeah, and so this is free wine you're drinking, and they were still just wanting their rosé. I was like, yes, it's children. I felt
These guys
I
aren't
felt
listeners of the
embarrassed
guide.
to be with this group
Yeah.
for that sake. Me and Tom were the only ones drinking, and one other guy were drinking red. But it got to the stage where at the next winery, the server wouldn't even interact with everyone else. He'd only talk to us about the wine because he knew he was pouring shit to everyone else.
Yeah, and he's probably, probably proud of it, wants to talk about it a little
Yeah,
bit, engage with
exactly.
it.
Yeah.
And it's like, we'll just have rosé or
Yeah,
whatever.
and then they were getting on the dessert wines, and I was like, guys.
It's a good metaphor for travel as well. That's why you keep things open.
Yeah,
Because
exactly.
if you lock it in and you're like, well, I'm going to go there and I'm going to just do this, the same kind of thing I normally always do, like rosé,
Yeah.
mix it up.
You're not going to grow.
Nah.
Yeah. But so the dilemma was we went to this.
Is this a big call?
This is a big call. So we went to this dinner, and I think there's 12 of us there, 12 all up,
Yeah.
and one wasn't drinking.
9 of them
Don't want to touch that.
wankers.
9 of them, yeah.
Are they
effectively.
listeners or watchers of the show?
Doubt it.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah, actually, that makes no
Yeah,
sense.
yeah.
No one listens to
So,
us.
yeah. And also, I never met these people. And I get there, not one of them introduced themselves to me. Like, they'd have conversations with Tom next to me, in front of me. and I'm
This
just
will
like,
maybe this is like, it makes sense they didn't have any +1s.
Yeah, I started to understand it more as the day rolled
Yeah.
on. And Tom did warn me going in.
Yeah.
And yeah, and then when we get, there's a $800 bar tab. And there's like 10 of us, and we had an hour and a half, 2 hours.
$80 each, 2 hours.
A little bit less. It must have been an hour.
Yeah,
Like
right.
$800. One non-drinker. Yeah. So I was like, all right, we can do some damage here. And so we get one right, and they all order the most basic drinks to start with. And I'm a +1. I don't want to be the instigator of the spendy drinks, of destroying the budget. So I stuck with them. And I was just like, I'm just going to let this play out.
Yeah.
It's not my
Drink the drinks.
yeah.
Do it. It's not your thing. I
It's
get
not my
you.
responsibility to run this
Yeah.
show. Yeah, so what would you have done if you were in charge of, in my position there?
Oh, I would be on the spendies. Mate, I remember as soon as I clocked off yesterday at Brody's wedding, I was straight on the cocktails.
Yeah.
$14, $16 cocktails. Raw, dry. No beers. The beers were all free.
Yeah.
I could have had unlimited free beers, but I was opting into the expensive cocktails. Mate, if I was there, I would have smited them. I'd have absolutely stung them. Like, you guys good? You keep the budget low. I'm going to get these rookie numbers up. I'm going to start spending some cash here.
Yeah, we were there for, I think, half an hour, 40 minutes, and we'd spent $150.
Oh,
I was like,
miserable.
guys. Yeah, and yeah, so
And you all had already spent the $800. Or were you in on it for free?
I was in it for free. That
Yeah,
was the other
honestly.
thing. I was
Yeah,
like,
okay. That's interesting.
Yeah.
I'd still go spendy, because I'm a bit of a degen.
yeah,
Love my cocktails, love my expensive drinks.
yeah,
But
fair.
keep going, yeah, okay.
Yeah, and then one of them came up with the idea of let's get some wine for them at the wedding, so they can have one more wine at the wedding, because you could buy boxes of wine
In the tab.
of the tab. Yeah, they did find that out, and yeah, so one of them suggested that. And how would you, if I don't mind that idea, I understand it. I'm like, fair enough. You know, it's their wedding. They've paid a little bit for this. How would you have split that? Would you have
There's
split
no
that?
guarantee that the bride and groom make it to the wedding. They've got COVID, don't they?
Yeah. Yeah. And the other thing is, it's a wedding. They're fucking prepared.
Yeah.
They have wine. They have beer. They're
Gosh, that's shocking.
Yeah.
We've been with some weird groups.
yeah. This one took the cake.
More
For
so than
sure.
the living crew.
Living crew were just so boring that you knew it was going to be boring.
Okay.
Whereas this was like, I don't really understand who they're trying to impress, kind of thing. It was weird.
Yeah.
It was genuine weird.
Yeah, I don't know. I'd still just be on the spendies.
Yeah.
I'd be stinging them.
Yeah. I definitely wanted to go hard.
Yeah.
But yeah, in the end, they chose. Actually, what I would have done would have been just go hard. We'll just go 500, and then 300 they can just spend on on wine for the wedding. Like, let us just go hard. We're not
Yeah.
going to get 800. We're probably not going to hit it.
No.
Let's be real. But we could damn well go close to 500. Yeah, so that's what I would have done. That way they get a little bit of wine for their wedding, or even just buy them the most expensive bottles that they got there,
Yeah.
so that they can have their own, cup
Really?
of wine whenever they want.
Yeah.
Yeah, and really splash out with it.
Yeah.
But no, in the end, they spent $600 on wine and barely touched the tab. And I'm
That
just
is
like,
so cooked.
and when we got back there, turns out they weren't even that good of friends with the bride and groom. Because remember, no one's in the bridal party. This is like, I thought it was good, like just the step back. But no, it was the next step back. It was like workmates, effectively. And I was just fuming.
That's shocking, man.
I was like,
That is a
and the other thing is, if I, being in the bride and groom, isolating, knowing that people are out there that could be having a wild time, and then you find out that they didn't,
yeah.
you'd be like,
What did we pay
what the
for?"
hell did I pay for?
Yeah.
Ugh. So,
Not listeners. They're not
Yeah.
listeners.
No, they're not.
No.
No.
It's a pretty disgraceful act, actually.
Yeah, it's a dog act.
Yeah. And dog acts will happen, and people will get down. which brings us to a new segment.
Yeah.
Series 60, mate. That's
Series
60
60.
seconds. Keep it real. Keep it fresh.
Yeah.
Try and spit some good advice.
We're pretty wholesome content.
Yeah.
I think we give some good advice.
Wholesome content.
Yeah. Wholesome's like my favorite word of
Yeah,
2022.
I like it, but I mean, some of it's pretty degenerate.
Yeah, but like that's why I said some.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Probably 2 of the 5 steps are usually like you actually will follow.
Yeah.
They're pretty like
Mum approved. Judy said
Mum
that you
approved.
don't let her listen to the podcast.
Yeah. Mum's
I think my
not
mum just knows. She's like, well, that's probably not for me.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, so and this is just a chance for 60 seconds.
Yeah.
We just talk about real things and just
Yeah.
try and and this week we wanted to spend the 60 seconds just in your group chats with your mates. Just check on them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Keep it real.
You'd be amazed like how easy it is for you just to message someone.
Yeah. And you know what? I'm not someone that typically has troubles. I feel like I'm generally upbeat. I don't really have any, thankfully, I don't really have any mental illness or anxiety or whatever like that. Get anxious, a lot of normal stuff.
Yeah.
But you know, when I feel down, time to time, if you think that people in the group aren't coming forward, or maybe they are having a tough time, or maybe you just want to check in with them, it can be good to instigate then. Just say, hey guys, letting you know, having a bit of a tough time. Not doing real well. Sort of breaks down the barriers, and that person might feel more comfortable being like, yeah, you know what, having a bit of a rough time as well, mate.
Yeah.
And you can talk about it.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I'm pretty chronic with that.
Yeah.
If I'm struggling a bit, I'll just put a message out that I do have I'm a big fan of Taylor Swift, massive fan.
Yeah.
She's not a fan of the show yet, but
but she can appear in the show.
She can appear in
Keep
the
going.
show.
I'm listening.
And it was about one of my group chats, my really good mates, would be I'd be like, guys, I just need a Taylor Swift gif.
Oh, classic.
The
Taylor Swift gifs.
Yeah, and all they do is just send a gift back, and I'm just like feeling the love.
Yeah.
So, and this is our Taylor Swift that comes around with us.
Yeah. Taylor Swift, she's always here. It's not weird that Dos has this. I mean, it is weird, but I'm sure he can justify it.
The meme master Jed Faye bought it for us. Bought it for me for Christmas, and I've actually had girls come over and take photos with it. Yeah. I'm that much of a red flag.
We're gonna have her over here watching.
Yeah.
Because she's a bit too tall. Actually, life size, isn't it?
Life size.
That's pretty good. But yeah, it's kind of weird to have her sort of headless like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a Series 60.
Also,
Keep it real.
people listening are like, "What the hell's going on?"
Oh, you're right. I just pulled out a life-size cardboard Taylor Swift. That's so weird.
As you would assume.
How do you explain that? We'll work this out. It's first time doing multi-platform, so it's going to be weird for both audiences at certain points. Like maybe you've been seeing some really strange cuts. I've swapped legs all of a sudden. Let's not talk too much about it. There's a bit of movie magic.
I don't know what to do with my hands.
Yeah.
I'm just like fiddling around. Like,
His microphone's attached to his beard.
Everyone can finally see how embarrassing I am.
Yeah. But yeah, check it on your mates.
Check on your mates.
Big
Yeah.
time.
Yeah. Jeez, did we even stay serious for 60 seconds?
I only got Taylor Swift, didn't I?
Ended up with a life-size Taylor Swift cutout.
I feel like we did our
Good
double
intention.
duty.
Good
Yeah,
intention.
good intention, that's for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I got one for you as well. Here's one for you. There's certain types of people out there that are just the worst.
Oh.
It's safe to say. And
I've met one recently.
Yes, you met one.
The worst.
The worst human.
I think I can say that, even if his friends are fans of the show, which they could be.
He's
He was the worst.
He's one of the worst people we've met. But
worst I've
people
met.
the second worst to that would be just people that don't like tomato.
What?
Just like,
That's what? You're kidding. What is this? What's this?
I just don't get it. What the hell are you not like about tomato? It's really nice. It's not that flavoursome.
What are you talking about? It's so flavoursome.
It doesn't
It's
steal
so
the show.
wet. It's so wet.
So
it's
sauce
cold as well.
So sauce. It's
wet
cold.
And cold, wet.
Cold and wet.
Yeah, but it's delicious flavour. No, mate. It's like, I can't believe you put me in the same league as this guy. He was the worst person I've met. Step below, but I mean, it's in the same. We're talking conversational here. No, that's ridiculous. We'll put a poll up. If you like tomato or not. I hate tomato. I think it's awful. You know, my girlfriend Danny. Shout out Danny. A reluctant occasional listener, just to hear if I say something incriminating or something like that.
Fair.
Which is, good research. Do your research.
Yeah,
look
you
out for
gotta
red
do
flags, especially when they're with their mates. You know.
Who is a walking red flag?
Yeah. Put a poll up. see if people like tomato. Because I told Danny, I was like, oh look, I'm not really a big fan of a lot of veggies. You know, I found in my life I'm not a big fan.
Yeah.
And she's a nutritionist, a former nutritionist, amazing cook. Oh, amazing cook. And she uses, we eat a lot of vegetables, mostly vegetables, I would say. And overwhelmingly, I have not had a problem with any of them. Weird ones. I made a vegan lasagna, mate, with beans instead of mince. Little lima beans or something. Not lima beans. I forget what they are. It was delicious. And I tried it. Spag bowl, I think it was anyway. I'm not sure. It's all the same. And you know, I might have put tomatoes in that. Small, weird, warm tomatoes that were warmed up because they were in the bolognese.
Yeah.
My point is, I'm not sure if that's us or if it's someone else.
That's us. Yeah.
It is us. Point is, I'm going to get that while I talk to you, mate. Put T-Swizzle down in my place. Audio listeners, T-Swizzle's now in my seat. My point is, Dos, is that I like overwhelmingly vegetables, it turns out. Tomato sucks, man.
Did you think it was just because you couldn't cook?
I do think the fact that Danny is a great cook definitely, let me lean into this shot here, definitely makes a huge difference.
Yeah.
Our friend and regular on the show, Juzzy, is currently buzzing her way into the apartment.
Whoa!
He fell over. God damn it. But we might be getting towards the end here, Dos.
Yeah, 100%.
It's probably been a red hot minute.
Yeah.
We're trying something new, basically.
Yeah.
It's a new year. Take a chance, people. Try something different.
Yeah.
Could be successful. It could fail.
It's the same thing as traveling.
Exactly.
Could
Bring it all
pick the
back.
right-
Full circle.
Could pick the right country. Could
die.
Could pick Ukraine.
Plane could crash.
Yeah. We're going to touch that? We have time?
We're getting political. All right, here we go.
Let's go politics,
Hold up.
baby.
Ukraine or Russia?
Yeah.
Who you got? Okay.
Where's your allegiance?
No, we'll dodge that bullet. Oh, I shouldn't have used that terminology. Put my foot in my mouth here. Dos, can you bring us home with some plugs?
Oh, well, I'm good at closing the show.
Yeah.
It's a skill that I'm renowned for.
You've been practicing, I hope,
I've been
over the past few
practicing
months.
my go, Rogers.
Yeah.
But yeah, well, we're back. We're back. And we're going to be weekly as best we can.
And hopefully on YouTube now as well.
Yeah. And so brace yourself. Your year just got better. I know it's been pretty glum.
Yep.
As it is with everything going on.
Yep.
But yeah, you know it's coming up. And we're going to play a big part in that. Because, we're your favourite podcast, The Rogue Guide.
Yep. Go rogue. Go big, go rogue.
Go rogue or go home.
Go rogue or go home.
Yeah. Oh, I like that.
Did you suggest that last year? Go rogue, doesn't matter. That's it.
It's got to stick this year.
Go rogue.
Go rogue or go home.
Especially when you're traveling.
Yeah, 100%.
Just stay home. Go rogue or stay home.
Yeah. Don't stay in lifestyle. I don't want to have to deal with you.
All right.
It's a wrap.
It's a wrap.
We're back.
We'll fade out maybe.